Okay, this video is going to be a little bit hard to record because I'm holding this and also have to touch my controller. But, okay, so what I have here is a bit of additive synthesis, and then I've got it hooked up to this controller where these four buttons on the right, they'll play four different tones, and that's the C, E, G, and A. And then I have it so if you hit this left bumper up here, that switches those to all be perfect fifths of themselves. So I don't know what note that makes those, but someone can do the math. And then the right bumper resets it to the C, E, G, and A. So you can kind of toggle between those two sound banks right there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And you can tell they're a little bit different. And then this right stick is going to be the tremolo effect. It's got a LFO between 0 and 16. So all the way up is 0, all the way down is 16. In the middle is about 8. It reads at about 7.6. I think the controller's a little bit older, so it's got some like stick into it. And then the left one is the duration of the note. So in the middle, it's about 280, which is just pretty short note. And then all the way to the left is 30 duration, which is the shortest. And then all the way to the right is 540. And that's the longest it goes. But it sticks back in the middle at about 280, which is just a regular kind of nice length. What else do we got? The left trigger, if you hit that while a note is going, try to do this with one hand, it just puts the pitch. It's a pitch modifier from frequency of 0 to 1,000, so it overrides the button pitches, and then you can kind of just make it do crazy stuff. I'm just hitting that. And I'm using the buttons because the buttons bang a note out. So they will activate a bang instead of having to click for a sound every time. Let me show you what I got here. So it's kind of a mess. It is absolutely a mess, but we got the human interface or input, I forget. And then we select our controller here. And then we're routing 48, 49, 50, and 51. That is these four buttons here. And on an Xbox controller, I think they'll be the same, but X, Y, A, and B, I believe. Those are all set to those specific frequencies for C, E, G, and A. And then over here, we have the perfect fifth modifier that just takes, if this turns on, the left bumper, it sets that to 1.5. The right bumper, it sets it to 1. And that just goes into a multiplication with the four frequencies that we have for those four buttons. So that means that if it's multiplied by 1, it just turns it off because it's not multiplied. It's not being multiplied at all. And then left bumper. Yeah. You get the point. And then we have... And that's what 52 and 53 are, those two bumper buttons. And then we have 12, 20, and 0. Let's see. 0 is this left stick. 20 is this right, or 20 is this right stick. And then what is 12? Oh, 12 is the whooping noise. It's so hard to show you. Yeah, that. I wanted to do something with the touchpad here, but I couldn't figure out how to really get that to work. I think it might be a Sony exclusive feature for PlayStation. I don't know if I can really get the touch interface, or at least I don't know how. It just acts as a button, so I did not map that to anything. What else do we have? I have two other sections in the code if you wanted to, and I started out by doing this because these, for some reason, are values from 0 to 65,535. I initially set it up so that If like all the way left on this one is 0 and all the way right is 65,535. I have those scaling down to like regular values, but initially I just banged a note out when it was all the way up. And if you wanted to do that again, the code is right there to be able to do that. I just don't have it hooked up because I thought pressing buttons for notes kind of makes more sense. And the tremolo effect. Hopefully you can kind of hear that. That's pretty much it. The frequency gets received here and patched into the regular frequency. Same thing with the tremolo. And those are just being sent from this mess on the right hand side. But yeah.